Welcome to your first Hungarian lesson. Let's see what we are going to learn today. We are going to talk about preferences. We are going to talk about likes and dislikes. You will not only hear complete sentences, but also questions. You will learn about forming and answering questions in Hungarian, and we will also learn a few high-frequency verbs. How the class is going to go. I am going to start to speak to you in Hungarian very soon, and all you need to do is listen. You can repeat if you want to, but that is not a requirement. But what I would like you to do is to understand everything. So I will provide all the word list and I will go very slowly and I will repeat everything. So our goal is that you will understand everything that I say. And even though this is not a live class, just a recording, I will still ask you to try to respond to what I'm saying. If I'm asking a question, try to think of an answer. Even if your answer is a or a yes, that is fine. And of course, if you can do it in Hungarian, that's even better. But what is important is that you are trying to communicate with me, and also you can show me that you understand what I am saying. Are we ready? Let's get started. So here are the words we are going to use today, and I am going to say sentences and questions that use these words and only these words. So as I'm saying a sentence slowly, I would like you to try to piece the words together and figure out what my sentence means. Before I start with the sentences, I am going to read the words for you, just so that you know how each of these words sound. So let's start with that. I'm just going to read them as they are on the screen. Szeret, enni, inni, aludni, dolgozni, olvasni, főzni, csinálni. Mi, ki, vagy, ő, és, nem, de, igen. So now I am going to start to say some sentences. I will say it very slowly and I will repeat it. And let's see if you can understand the following sentence. Ő szeret aludni. I'm going to say it again. Ő szeret aludni. And now I'm going to say it with a little bit more speed. Ő szeret aludni. If you haven't figured it out, feel free to pause the video and take your time to find the right words, but I'm going to move on. During this whole lesson, feel free to pause anytime when you feel like you need a little bit more time to figure something out. So, our sentence is, ő szeret aludni. So what did I just say? Yes, that sentence means he or she likes to sleep. Congrats! First sentence. Alright, here comes the next one. Ő nem szeret főzni. I'm saying it again. Ő nem szeret főzni. And with a little more speed. Ő nem szeret főzni. So what did that sentence mean? He or she does not like to cook. Excellent. It's not that difficult, right? So now I am going to ask you a question. Ready? Here we go. Ki szeret dolgozni. Here we go again. Ki szeret dolgozni. And a little faster. Ki szeret dolgozni. So what did that question mean? It means who likes to work. So now I would like to challenge you to try to answer that question. Just come up with a name of somebody and think about how you would say so and so likes to work in Hungarian. Feel free to pause if you need a little more time. And so you would say so and so szeret dolgozni. Did you get it? Awesome. Here comes another question. Ő szeret enni vagy inni. Here we go again. Ő szeret enni vagy inni. And a little faster. Ő szeret enni vagy inni. So what does this question mean? Does he or she like to eat or to drink? Very good. So now I am going to ask you another really interesting question. Listen carefully. Ő szeret olvasni? Here we go again. Ő szeret olvasni. And a little faster. Ő szeret olvasni. What do you think this question means? I literally have the same words than if I were to say he or she likes to read, but this is a question. What could it mean? If you guessed, does he or she like to read, then you are right. So the way to create yes or no questions in Hungarian can be very, very simple. You just take the same sentence that would be a statement saying he or she likes to read, which would be, and you know that already, ő szeret olvasni. And then, if you're writing, you just put a question mark at the end, and in speech, you're changing your intonation, and your voice will go up towards the end of the sentence, like this. Ő szeret olvasni. And ta-dam, you have a yes or no question. And the answer would be either igen, ő szeret olvasni. Or, how would you say no, he or she does not like to read? Think about it for a second. So it would be nem, ő nem szeret olvasni. Let's try another one with this yes or no questions. I will say, ő nem szeret dolgozni. I'm saying it again. Ő nem szeret dolgozni. And a little faster. Ő nem szeret dolgozni. So what does that mean? It means, does he not like to work? Or does she not like to work? Either way. And here comes another question with a question word. Ő mit szeret csinálni? This is a tricky one. I'm saying it again. Ő mit szeret csinálni? And a little bit faster. Ő mit szeret csinálni? This question means, what does he or she like to do? And you might notice I used the question word mi, what, but I also put a T at the end of that question word, mit szeret csinálni, instead of just mi szeret. And the reason why I'm doing that is that whenever we have an object, a direct object in Hungarian, we have to put this T object marker on the end of that word. And the mi here stands for that thing that somebody likes to do, which makes it an object, so I have to put that T on my question word. Mit szeret csinálni. But don't worry about the object T just yet. There will be many more occasions when we see that little thing in action, and it will make much more sense as we go along. But for now, I think you are ready for the next challenge. Based on what we did so far, I would like you to take a few minutes. Feel free to pause the video and read through these sentences and make sure that you understand everything. Right now, I am just going to read through them so you can also hear them, not just see them. Here we go. Max szeret főzni és olvasni. Kati szeret dolgozni, de nem szeret aludni. Ő enni vagy inni szeret. Ki nem szeret olvasni? Emma vagy Viki szeret főzni? And I'm sure you already understand these sentences perfectly, but just in case, I'm gonna go through them and tell you what each of them means. So the first one, Max szeret főzni és olvasni, means Max likes to cook and to read. The second one, Kati szeret dolgozni, de nem szeret aludni. Kati likes to work, but she doesn't like to sleep. The third one, ő enni vagy inni szeret. Does he or she like to drink or eat or drink? Ki nem szeret olvasni? Who doesn't like to read? And the last one, Emma vagy Viki szeret főzni. Emma or Viki likes to cook. Excellent work! How do you feel about your progress? You already learned some basic verbs, some simple sentences, and you also learned something about how to phrase questions in Hungarian. If it was a real lesson with me, first of all, we would have a little more words, but not too much. But then I would give you a homework of writing sentences about your friends, your family members, and telling me what they like or not like doing. And we would go from there the next time when we meet. I hope you enjoyed this little demo lesson. Thank you.